Theory of dynamic administration. It is easier to conquer than to administer. With enough leverage, a finger could overturn the world. But to support the world, one must have the shoulders of Hercules. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. To administer with the virtue of reliable, stable leadership for an entire nation, guided by sterling principles intent on sowing peaceful accord throughout the Union. To act on true potential, making seemingly impossible choices to reach outcomes of a certain aim without risking everything of importance which truly matters. To prepare to face uncertainty with pro-responsive strategies and resourceful methods. To implement a sprawling agenda of development, acceleration, to build out regenerative cities which follow a standard model of coordination, implementation, and development of infrastructure and stewardship in innovations, to grow the prosperity of every city from the core outward to affect the lives of the people so that they may thrive. To make good on the plan of action essential to outcome the success of any of our undertakings, addressing the reality that the world is changing and we must develop a way to change along with it, which serves the purpose of continuing our nation and protecting our interest so there is less public hazard or crisis that we experience. To put all quibbles aside and accept that it is exceptionally clear that what we must do and that we all must do it together, getting done what we must do, which is for what is the best for the people, even when it goes against the traditional way of doing things. To make progress work with the ideas of the people rather than the ideals of parties, while striking a balance between excesses of constant change and the rigid confines of inflexibility. To assign each person particular areas of freedom over their personhood, their household, their property, and within the sanctity of their homes. To measure the life of all Americans against one word, freedom. Because freedom is essential to the art of living well. It sets the tone of a life and renders the harmonious frequency that resonates throughout the nation, touching each person, raising their vibration into a unifying rhythm of life that syncs us up into alignment and natural attunement of a common accord in all that we think and do, arriving at an equilibrium that is what unites us together. To make it our shared duty to constantly question what is the American identity and how does that reflect the individual identity of the people? Does it match their ideas of liberty? Does it look like freedom to them? Does it symbolize what Americans believe that America stands for? To provide for the common humanity of us all. To provide the fortifications of safety and security, to protect innocence and possessions and defend against suffering and tragedy, to provide for the blessings of liberty, of autonomous personal sovereignty, and inclusive involvement with economic engagement, to provide that which promotes the general welfare, to provide a compelling forward movement that propels humanity's progress within our own individually unique pursuit of happiness. To influence and inspire a functional social fabric that is tuned in to understand what the world needs and what people want. Then inculcate social and civic ideals into the threads of every culture, putting them in touch with a pattern of stewardship, which binds a united front for social expression and social change for social good. To render the American paradigm a more valuable place for us to align with, to foster peaceful accord and mutuality in the benefits of viable prosperity and life vitality, to get the heart of America's innovative spirit to the beat as one for the want to help to steward the people, their communities, the nation, and this planet, to evoke an economic transformation that trades on human ingenuity and makes gains from stewardship of the nation, humanity, community, civilization, and the planet, and measuring the economic success not by GDP, rather outcome impact. To impact the world through outcome engineering using intent, time, manner, method, and ends, acknowledging that the originating cause for things that are to be done consists in the end which they are arrived. To give youth a future, old age a security, households stability, and individuals thrivability, so that well-faring is a certainty in their lifelong schema of domestication. To be a formidable force of achievement of stewardship that gives what is required to fare well within America's robust grand operation. To promote opportunities of entrance into an auxiliary stream of economy that gives all persons intrinsic worth and potential to grow wealth by exercising human ingenuity as the multifunctional goal, directing themselves as actors, serving as agents of change, doing the good work of stewardship. To lead forward with a lean-in campaign to amplify the potency of instrumental innovation and infrastructure that drives dynamic progress along definite avenues of creative development and an organizational orchestration of the holistics of humanity, which includes justice, equality, diversity, inclusivity of all persons, cultures, and communities, in an intentional production of tried and true American stewardship. To offer infrastructurally assured, malleable, adaptable, mobile, efficient, pro-techno-ethically advanced, planetary boundary stewarding, sustainable development goal aiming, generationally responsible and accountable way of living. To engineer and erect pillars of sustainability, to advance all persons along with technology, and to universally distribute that basic technology equally with innovative link access to connect everyone through it, to support an intelligently educated, self-reliantly contained, autonomously self-governed, self-sufficiently responsible, free and independent people, so that we can be one people with a shared destiny. Be well.